Yo, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Mandem Talk. We are here. We're live, man, Wednesday with you lot. Make sure you lot hit the like button. Make sure you lot subscribe to the channel. Man, like Rants. What are you telling me, Rants? You good?
All good, my bro. All good,
Come
fam.
on.
Big up the chat.
Come on. Big up the chat. Big up everyone locked in. The Mandem are on their way. You know what I mean? A couple of them just pulling up in a couple of minutes, people. But yeah, man. There's a few things that have come out just right now, man. One of them is man like Joshua Zirkzee potentially wants to stay and fight for his place. United are not actively looking to sell him. There was reports about Roma coming in and potentially wanting him. I don't see this going away as of yet, but yeah, man. It makes sense though, man. I don't know why United would want to sell him anyway, because boy,
they don't.
You know what I mean? Yeah, they shouldn't really. They shouldn't. Like, let's be honest, bro. Sesko needs to acclimatize to the league. You've got an added option, and Bumo's going to the AFCON.
Facts.
Like, bro, you need to keep him, really. You need to keep him. You know what I mean?
I think there's more chance of Kobe going out on loan than Zirkzee leaving.
Yeah. I agree, bro. I think for me, when you look at it, Amran doesn't fully quite rate Zirkzee, hence why he doesn't give him the opportunity. Yeah, exactly, Andy. We're gonna need everyone, man. Like this squad, when you look at it in terms of the bench, the manager don't really want to put attackers on anyway. Like he's looking more. No, it's real talk, man. Man bringing on defenders, man, every single minute, bro. Like he's very, very allergic to kind of like bringing on attackers, bro. So I don't understand it. Like people might not rate Zirkzee and they'll have their opinion. But at the same time, bro, you need to put him in a better performing team. You can't just throw him out there into a team where, you know what I mean, like you haven't got the players around him to kind of like work with. And you need continuity, man. That's with every single footballer. Whether you like him or not, and you think he's not good, and you think he's this and that, you need continuity, man. Right. And you need to have a team that actually is a bit more forward thinking. You know what I mean? And the attack actually works together. Problem with Zirkzee, though, is that he's got Mbumo, who isn't the best kind of player, maybe to play alongside him. And you've got Cunha, who wants to be a maverick. So really and truly, even that there isn't the best kind of maybe platform for him to make succeed. But at least, though, you got to have a team that's attacking. And then you can thrive off Zirkzee maybe being that link-up player that can pass in between the lines. You get me? That can do the fundamentals. You feel me?
But I feel like the Zirkzee splitting Cunha and Mbumo, as the false nine is the best way to use them.
Yep.
I just think that we need a midfielder that can punch the ball into Zirkzee's feet, bro.
This is it, bro.
That's what we need. We need a midfielder that can break those lines, and play the ball into Zirkzee's feet so we can lay it off to Cunha or flick it around the corner for Bruno, bro. I think that's what we're missing, is that midfielder, bro.
Yeah, I agree. But really and truly, like if Mainu gets forced to stay, which could happen, you get me? Like, because the Man United might not want to go and buying a midfielder, or they might not want to go and get Conor Gallagher. They might just want to make a statement by saying, yo, you're not going anywhere. You feel me? Because that's going to be a big, you know what? In terms of Ineos, losing Kobe, I think will bring a lot of heat on them. Not only the manager, I think the manager right now is a lost man anyway. But I think for Ineos to lose Kobe Mainoo, because you see the fans, they were celebrating Kobe Mainoo when he was coming on. The response he's getting. I think
the manager's going to be under pressure to play Kobe soon, because he'll be, especially if the results are not good, bro. I think there's definitely growing pressure. Like the manager will know that the fans are not happy that Kobe's not playing. Even the journalists putting pressure on him now. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what I mean? That man are saying, yo, wagwan and that. I don't even see that video of the manager trying to talk to Mainoo and that. Mainoo wasn't even looking at him, bro. Their relationship is finished, bro. The man was trying to explain.
It's Ten Hag and Ahmad territory now.
Yeah. Where basically it's like man's trying to tell him some instructions and he's like, yo, get out of my way, man. No, you don't need to chat to me, bro. Because, bro, why would you do that? You want to chat to me now when it's all rosy, but when I can bring something to the game, because footballers, instinctively, they want to be the difference makers. They don't want to be a guy that, let's be honest, coming on with 4-1 and it's like all rosy. Come on, man. They want to be there when it's like, You want to chase the game and you want to win the game. Because there's this kind of feeling now with Kobe Mainoo is that he hasn't really influenced the game yet for Man United. That's what a lot of people are using against Kobe now. Is that whenever he's been told to bring on, it's like almost like he's not done much. But who's done much?
Yeah.
Really, you get me, broski? Who's done much? Who's coming this Man United team at 1-1? And we've got zero substitutions in which they've impacted the game. You know that, by the way. Man United have zero, bro.
But that's because this manager makes like-for-like subs, bro. Like, he doesn't know how to influence the game, bro. He takes off 2 centre-backs and brings on 2 centre-backs. That's what he calls management, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's horrible.
Yeah, I agree. And that right there is a big problem, man. I look at the Wolves game, and I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. We played a very, very bad team. But you know what it is, bro? Now it's like, man, I say to me, yo, hold that and that. And like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, we beat Wolves. We're now 1 win in I think it's 9. I think it is now. Like, but then I said to a lot of people, I don't really feel like 1 win in 9, though. It doesn't feel like Man United are improving. It doesn't feel like Man United have really done much, especially when you look at the table right now. We're only just got on level with Chelsea. When you actually look at Chelsea's run, we should have capitalized time ago. I don't still think Man United have got, 1 loss in 9. That's the one, I don't think Man United still are improving. I still don't see a Ruben Amorim team, Rance. Nobody looks at this team. I don't know if you've seen, there was pictures of the crowd. Like, you could see they're still animated. We're losing the ball. The way we were losing the ball against Wolves, it was so meaty, bro. We fell to their levels, man. And I'm just like,
there was a spell in the first half for like, I'd say 5 to like 10 minutes where they just had the ball in our half and we couldn't get it, bro. And they scored in that time as well. And it was like, oh, why are we letting them play?
Yeah. But that's what I'm trying to say to you. Like, when you look at it, when the players are having to do things themselves, this is what creates this kind of panic, because you can't go back into almost your default mode of what does the manager want from you? What do you then kind of say, right, what are we meant to do? This is the problem now. When Man United go into that mode, is what are you meant to now do? And then everything gets rushed. You now see Cunha. And then, listen, I don't really particularly blame Cunha. I want more from Cunha. I can't lie to you. I do think he needs to relax a little bit and slow down. But at the same time, it's like there's so much expectation on the players to consistently perform at a high level, where if they drop a level, it's so like blatant to see that they look disjointed. They look so disjointed, bro. And there isn't like this kind of idea that, yo, like, we got Rhino. We have a plan for the whole team. You don't. You kind of see, right, okay, cool. Get the ball out to Cunha and Boomo. You might link up. And when it don't go well, it's like everyone's blaming the players. But then I'm looking at it from a point of view of, how do we get the ball to our forwards? What's the idea behind it? The only time, Manchester United played the ball in between the lines, was when Aiden Heather got on the ball. You know that one where Bruno Fernandes missed the one off the line, Totti Gomez? That was the only time I've seen Man United play the ball in between the lines of centrally, though. Like 1, 2, like, you see them. I know it's Wolves, innit? And you can say it's Wolves, but that's the only time where I've seen it. And why don't we see that more often? Because that's not the way they're playing. It's just that these players are having to do things themselves and kind of do things off the cuff. It ain't like regimented. Because why did we see that against Everton with 10 men? Surely you can play the ball in between the lines better with 10 men, because they've got 1 less man. And you're able to play that ball forward, not side. And this Man United team lacked the fundamentals of that. And you're seeing that more often with Man United, where you might get a half against Crystal Palace, but that, again, was that down to because Crystal Palace were tired? But again, against West Ham, who are very, very poor. Let's not overgas West Ham. Very, very poor. Why can't we exploit their gaps? What is it about Man United that we're not able to do that? This Wolves game does not show me anything. Generally doesn't show me anything that we are able to replicate it. If we replicate it, Bournemouth and Aston Villa, I will give it credit where it's due. Because you know why? There are 2 good teams, and there are teams where we we struggled last year. Bournemouth, let's be honest, we struggled. And Aston Villa.
They beat us at home, didn't they, Bournemouth? It might have been home and away. They might have beaten us.
Twice. Yeah. This is the litmus test, guys, man. This next 2 games, in particularly Bournemouth and Aston Villa, if Man United, can get 6 out of 6 points, replicate the football that we do. That is a statement. Yes. And there, you won't see me moaning. Because I'll be like, you know what? They went and done it themselves. But if they go back to what they do before, and it's just the same old dross football, we are within our right to complain that we are going nowhere under this manager. You see what I mean, Mandem? So I just need to see a level of consistency. And I don't care if we're losing Mbouma and Ahmad. I'm sorry. A lot of people will say, oh, but we're losing Mbouma and Ahmad. I'm sorry. We've seen teams here with teams that have got less ability than us here still have an understanding. Leeds United are a prime example. Leeds United don't have better players than Chelsea. Leeds United don't have better players than Liverpool. But what do? They went at them. They pressed them. They
imposed themselves on the game.
They imposed themselves on the game. That's all we want as fans. Impose yourself for the game. Have a plan. Have a game plan. Execute it. Simple. But you can't be saying to me, right, Bournemouth game, it's going to be different. Aston Villa game is going to be different. You can't be doing that. Maybe this top 4 race might be that. But I'm not accepting that, bro. 1 year in, when we finish 15th, and you've got 1 game a week. I'm sorry. I'm not accepting that for Man United. And neither should you. But that's what it comes down to. Do fans have the expectation, Rance, on this team? Do we have that? Or is it a case of, oh, but we've lost today. It's all right. But it's all right.
That's what it is, though. That's what it is. Enjoy the atmosphere, innit? It's that, bro. That's who we are, bro. Enjoy the atmosphere, bro. That's who we are,
mate. It's who we are. Because you know what it is, Rance, though? I don't believe we've got a bad team, you know. When people are overgassing this Chelsea team, if we put 11 out here and Chelsea put 11 out here, United should go toe-to-toe with Chelsea.
Yeah.
United should be able to go toe. We went to Liverpool, went toe-to-toe. We should be able to go toe-to-toe with the teams there, bro. And I'm not even trying to say that Man United have got a world-class team. But if United put their 11 out there, it should be able to go toe-to-toe with a lot of teams in the Premier League. We don't give ourselves enough credit that this team has a lot of capabilities, and we are reducing that. We are not putting our team at its maximum. Our team can do more. It really, really can. Our team has got a lot of talent, but it's about a manager trying to looking at them and thinking, yo, how can I get the best out of them? How can I get these guys playing to 20, 30% more? Can we get the right balance out? You know, Mbouma.
Saeed.
Do you know what I mean, broski?
Do you know what the problem is, Every couple of games we say, if we see a pattern in the next 2 games, we're gonna then we can have faith. Then we get pissed again. You know what, if the next game I can see something, then I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired of it, man.
I know.
What you're saying is spot on. Like, every game is a roll of the dice with United. There's no patterns of play, and the players are just figuring it out. It's like back in the day when we just all... Obviously, the mentality now is not like back in the day, but I think back in the day was less a system thing. Obviously, there was things like, okay, there's weaknesses on the right, let's switch it, or, you know what, this fullback's weak, let's put on a fast winger, and little things like that you can still have tactics towards what you notice in the game. But generally, back in the day, everyone just read off each other. You never kind of really had to listen to the gaffer. You knew where your players were going to be. You knew what the tactics were between the Mandem himself, innit? Kind of thing. But with United, every game is so different. It's so mad. The only consistency is that we're poor, we concede goals, and we know that we can't keep a lead. That's the consistency. But in terms of positive, there's no consistency. Every game is random. But
you know how this team ain't a dead team, You know how, sorry to cut you, you know how this team ate a dead team? You know we are the 3rd highest goal scorers in the league.
I think I see something like that.
There's a few
other weird stats as well.
Super Arsenal are meant to be top of the table, We are, I think, 2 goals behind Arsenal. But yet, this team apparently is the worst team ever. But yet, this team apparently can't get goals.
Do you know what it is, though, with that side, though?
No, Rhino. I'm not having this here because there is. I just hate this notion, that people, when we lose games, they blame the players, bro. It's always the players. It's always the players.
Yeah, it's always the players. Yeah,
Man,
100%.
I'm not even trying to say
and
points,
I feel like
about goals.
Yeah, and I feel like when they want to kind of give the players, like when they want to kind of blame the players, they might blame the manager a little bit, but 90% of it's on the players. It's never like, you hardly hear it fully on the manager. And that's what's annoying. But what I was going to say to you, bro, I think this year's table is a lie. I think normally the table don't lie. This year's table is a lie. It's false. There's bare scamming going on. Because, bro, if Man United were to win 3 games in a row, bro, we'll be talking about top 4 and title race. That's what I'm saying. It's mad. This year's Premier League is so weird because the only thing that's going to win the league is consistency. And out of all the teams, Arsenal's the only team that's shown long-term consistency over at least more than 5 games.
They're balling it right now.
Yeah, they've started to hit a deck, but that's why they're top, because out of all the consistent all this game is about is consistency. Villa's got 5 games in a row. Look at them. They're second. I think they're still second, innit? But that's what I'm saying. Like, if we were good and we could build some momentum, we could walk this. But it just shows there's problems everywhere. Look at Liverpool. They won the league last year. They spent $500 million and it's all falling apart. So it just shows you that Liverpool is an example of why Man United is bad as well. It doesn't matter what players you have. It doesn't. If you're not coached well, you can't win. Why aren't Liverpool? Liverpool should win by default. They won last season and they've upgraded Isak, Wirtz, the left back, Kirkes. All these guys. They should
be walking this league still.
They should be This should be easy. And then they've got people like Ekatike as well. They don't even need Isak. They got Ekatike, baller. Yeah. You feel me? But it just shows it's not about just how good your players are. It's about the attitude towards the game. And all these lower teams are figuring it out. Right now, it's just about heart and winning the 50-50s. That gets you through most Premier League games nowadays. Just heart and just grit. It's bro, it's mad. So I don't know, man. I wish
I hear what you're saying, though.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying about the league,
100%, bro. Yeah. The league is not the same. It's not normal. And with
but
United,
whatever United beat though, if United beat Everton and West Ham, and by the way, do you man think that's a big if? Because I don't think it's a big if. United that was Everton that was 10 men and West Ham at home. Yeah. I'm not hearing this big them. If Man United had got 6 points out of them games, 6 points added to where we are right now, we'd be.
I think we're third.
Or second. Yeah, we'd be third. Maybe a couple of points behind Man City. Maybe a point behind or 2 points behind Man City. And this is what I'm trying to say, guys. But what we've been doing though is having a manager. And again, I hate keep going back to the manager, but it's the truth.
That's what I was going to say. Sorry to cut you off. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to even too much get onto the manager too tough, but we have to keep it real. If Ruben's not showing us nothing, we're not even trying to do this toxic, manager, man, but he's not showing us nothing. And I think it's time that maybe we all need to just get onto Ineos now. I think we have to make it a thing.
They look pissed off though, They look.
Yeah, we need to make it a thing.
Big up Texino, by the way. But bro, what do you man put into this here? Is this actually
Jim looks like he's ready to shank a man, bro. Like, you see that look? Man got his hand in his pocket, like he's gonna draw for the flicky, blood. That's what that looks like, bro. That's what it looks like, bro. We see the way man's leaning in, and he's got his hand
the guy, that's got the thing on them, but you just need to give them one reason. Just give me a reason.
And he's got the trench coat, the trench coat's for the zombie, the longest one. The one they put long.
Bro. The way he leaned in is mad. He said, bruh, like, tell me I didn't hear what I just heard. What? Mad? Bro. You know
this
one's
crazy. Look at Omar Barada here. Yo, he's like, what are you saying?
Bro, man's pointing, Shut up. Nah, that's crazy.
Look at the eyes, though. They're locked in, though,
Yeah, he's pointing, bro.
Nah, that's almost like, don't test my patience,
Yeah.
But I feel like Jason Wilcox, is like talking to a man that he knows more than Jim Ratcliffe, though.
Yeah.
He's thinking, I know more than you. I ain't gonna lie to you. There was something that came out the other day about Jason Wilcox said that trust the process to journalists after coming out of
man saw that.
Yeah. But then I don't know if Jim Ratcliffe is now starting to say, man, I hear trust the process but what the flip is this, bro? Against a team that United should not be struggling at. You feel me? When it was 1-1, you know what I mean? What are you lot doing, bro? Why are you playing to this to this standard, innit? You feel me?
Nah, man,
So-
them Wolves are so bad, you know.
I know they are. So
It's
that's
not.
why hence why they had beef.
Yes, peak.
They had beef.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
Omar Baradi's Omar Baradi is a numbers guy, bro. He ain't involved in no football talk, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He don't know football like that. You get me? He's just a numbers guy. Bring me the numbers, I will deliver. Them two there, yeah, they're footballing. Listen, Jim Ratcliffe knows about football, innit? I wouldn't say he's like he knows as much as Jim and what do you call my man, Jason Wilcox, but at the same time, he knows what is good and what is bad. He knows that at Wolves, he should not be struggling against them, man, at halftime. He knows, innit?
Yeah.
So, but you're right, though. It's about putting things into action. If you believe this ain't good, yeah, why are you then tolerating it then? What is
That's
it
the
that you're
problem, bro.
scared of?
And we've known this since last season, bro. We only give it grace because you want to be a standard human being and say, okay, you know what? Let me just see. It's out of curiosity. Let me see. You know when you reset?
Yep.
You know, every time United play, we all reset, innit? Oh,
Yeah, I know.
Cool. Let's just see what go on. Because we love the club. We want to see. But reality is nothing's going to change. Just keep it about now. Nothing's going to change, guys. And
I agree.
the only thing that's going to help us if somehow the players can click and get some consistency. But we're going to see ups and downs. We're going to see games we should have won that we lose. We're going to see games that we win by watching pain, and then we're going to see all sorts. So I'm ready for it. I'm not even going to flip flop and change. I just know nothing's going to change, man. We can hope. Next game, Ruben
Same
maybe.
wave.
Nah, it's not.
Same wave, bro. Same wave.
Yeah.
I just think there's nothing to look forward to. That's the issue that I have. I think there's absolutely nothing to look forward to. Listen, this game's an anomaly. And the reason why I say anomaly, that Wolves team is probably the worst football team
you could play for them, man.
history, bro.
my life.
Yeah.
In
Horrible.
my life, bro. I mean, it got to a point where they were nervous to have the ball in every single area. Bro, the players will be 10 yards away from them. And they're not booting the ball. So
No press,
automatically, that is a W, bro. We can have 11 defenders on that pitch, bro. We'll still probably slap them a good 5-0 or whatever it is. So I'm treating that game more like an anomaly. And I'm just trying to take little bits out there, the positives, the negatives. And I'm probably going to start off with the negatives so we can end more on the high. I think in terms of the strikers in this bullshit system, no one's thrived in that number 9 role. I think the first man to start in that role was Rashford versus Ipswich, weren't it?
Yes.
So Rashford struggled there. Højlund struggled there.
Yep.
Zirkzee struggles there because he played much better when he was in one of the 10 positions in the system.
Yep.
Cunha's struggling there.
Yep.
Struggling there. And there's clearly just one common denominator. And why can this system not accommodate the players that we have? I do not think we have a poor squad at all.
No, I mentioned that.
Your Bruno Fernandes is, or if he's the talisman, the focal point or not. I think you could build a team out of this bunch of boys that we have and be easily, challenging even for the league. Because you think about the points that we've dropped this season. It's poor competition. No one's out there really cementing their place in the Premier League. Even Arsenal, they've dropped form in their last couple of games, and obviously they're playing tonight. If they go to Club Brugge and they potentially draw, then their season, we know Arsenal just from their heritage.
Shit hits the
I
fan.
think they'll blood them. They'll blood them still. They're doing all right in the champs. They're doing all right in the champs. They're doing all right in the champs.
Because I support United and we come right back to expectations, I'm looking at, all right, cool. How do we capitalize on this? We are meant to capitalize on these situations. I'm not happy at the fact that I have a manager that can only play one way, but not the fact that he can only play one way. Things are happening in games where he's not tactically there or a strategist to go, all right, then cool. Instead of taking off 2 centre halves and replacing them with a like substitution, let's change the personnel. Let's change the dynamics of how this team looks. Let's try and go in behind for once. We actually never try and play into spaces or anything like that. we can't mix up the way we play football, and the fact that we can only play one way is scary because opposition know exactly how United will set up, regardless of the personnel on the pitch. We're talking about, you know, Aiden Heaven playing centre half, and you know, we are, of course, I'm going to give him praises. You know, playing out the back, composed. I believe it was 33 out of 33 passes. That's 100%.
Yeah. He's on the ball. He's quality. You know, I can't lie.
He's good at breaking the lines. He might be Marcel's, you know, Busquets at the back. He might be.
Yeah, he might be. He might have seen it. He might have seen the vision. But, I can't lie.
Yeah. He might have. But what I'm trying to say is, all right, cool. Even with those ball players there against Wolves, my thing is against better opposition. I believe things still look the same. Nothing really looked too different, especially within that first half an hour. The worst team I've ever seen in my life had a good 5-minute spell. We'll say 5 minutes.
And they bagged in that spell.
And exactly, and right before they scored, and Bellegarde, it shouldn't, players like that, they shouldn't be giving us any problems, bro. They were attacking with like 2 man against six United defenders. Like it's a joke at some points, isn't it? Like sometimes you want to laugh, bro, but I mean, now taking out the positives from that game, Mason Mount, we circle back.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He deserves credit.
Back on this guy plenty of times, but I do say when he's on it, when he's not afraid to be shy, he's actually shown in the pockets, he's on the half turn, he's looking for the pass. That's what a number 10 is there for. I think nowadays people forget what a number 10's role is, what they're there for, why they probably made it as pro footballers. When they were, probably getting scouted or in these academies, etc. Do you think their managers will allow them to lose the ball just for playing risky passes and things like that?
Yeah.
No, it's not about that. It's about, can you get on the ball and make things happen? And if not, okay, can you dictate the tempo of the game? Can you recycle? Can you can you change the tempo? Sorry. Now, with someone like Mason Mount and the performance that we saw on Monday, you can see he has that. It's a confidence thing because the ability is clearly there. There's reasons why, obviously, people hype about this guy. If you have another proper number 10 next to him, I think it would work out better. The only reason why I say that, Mbeumo in the pockets is starting to look a bit
like a winger.
Yeah, he does. He plays like a winger because in the pockets, he don't check his shoulders, does he?
No.
So his thing is, and you know that by when they receive the ball on their back foot, they're almost shocked that a player is right next to them. Does that make sense? They're almost shocked.
Yeah.
So he's not comfortable receiving the ball there. Now, it's not too much criticism to him. Obviously, he doesn't decide to play himself there. But again, when he played as a striker for the last 20 minutes or half an hour or so. And it didn't look too great, again, because of the system. There's a common denominator.
And the opposition as well, let's be honest. They had spaces, too many spaces.
But it's so obvious what this season is going to be. We're going to play one way and we're just going to rely on, moments of brilliance. Maybe the team we're coming up against in that period of time, maybe they're going through the rut and we could capitalize on that. There's so many different circumstances to how we could potentially finish top 4. But if you look at where Manchester United are right now, where the English Premier League is right now, we should be capitalizing on this. Mate, I've seen Chelsea do a whole new rebuild only like about 2-3 years ago. There's no way a couple of weeks ago they should be talking about potentially winning the league or we can do this and we can do that.
And we're level on points with them.
We're level on points with them. But I'm not even celebrating that, because I feel like we should have been ahead of them time ago. You see what I'm saying?
Of course, that's the point.
We should have been ahead of them time ago. That's why I'm not right. Oh, Chelsea fans, hold that. Look where we are. We're level on.
That's the point. Man. That's the point, Saeed, because you have to think about it, yeah? Who else, apart from Chelsea, are going to capitalize? You'll think City, right? But then City look shake. City I've never seen Pep play football like this. He's actually playing football like he's born down there in Stoke City, around the corner in Stoke City. Do you know what I mean? I think there's nothing threatening about City apart from the players.
Villa are there, but I don't know how long they can maintain that. Villa.
But I don't
can
think
they maintain it though. That's the
Man
problem.
Villa will go through a spell in the season where they start to drop off, no doubt.
And they
might
concentrate
be a
on
few
Europa League
injuries
as well.
or something like that.
Yeah,
I think they, again, just looking at the squad, they don't nowhere near have a better squad. Apparently, Sancho was a part of the bomb squad,
bro.
and he's over there, bro, turning.
But then again, I can't lie. He impacted the game against Arsenal. I can't lie.
This is what I'm
He
saying.
did. He did.
He's a baller. That's why, bro. He just his head is just, his head just needs a slap, bruv, you know.
We can get the better.
I need to slap him in his head back, bro. Like that's what he needs, you know. You know them old school just slap.
But that's what he did. You see what he did? He goes, "You have to go, guys. You have to go."
Yeah, from one of the oldest just needs to slap man in his head and say, "Yo, you dickhead, bro. What are you doing, bro?" Because like, bro, he can play football, bro. It's so annoying.
Yeah, he doesn't.
You must mind you don't get clipped, fam. Doing them actions, you must mind you don't get clipped, Aki.
Yo, bro, like it's mad though, bro. Like I don't understand.
Yeah,
like,
Sancho's definitely a baller, but obviously, we know his head's not in the right place, isn't it? But
Yeah.
Tex, everything you're saying is right, bro. Like we're in the place right now. The only way we're going to be successful, I said it in the GC, the only way we're going to be successful, we never win because we're so good. Like we never go into a game and you just look at us and be like, yeah, United are cold, man. Look at them. They deserve that game. When we deserve that game is because we played okay. We never proper pepper teams. We only play based on how bad they are.
Yeah, but the manager doesn't set us up to pepper teams though.
Yeah, facts. We play
the manager
too scared
said it himself,
well.
bruv. He looks at how the other team plays and then he decides what he's gonna do, bro. He is a relegation manager, bro. He's literally a reactive manager. He said himself, it depends on who we're playing. He also said that he doesn't also pick lineups for who's best at the time. He's thinking about who he's gonna bring off the bench. He said these things. Like this manager, like it's a madness.
But
you know
what else can you say to prove that you are a basic manager? There's nothing else. There's nothing lower than the basic obvious. Okay, yes, I'm going to play this way. And it depends who I'm playing against. You know, I could play against City. So, of course, we're going to do this. Bro, it's so basic. And football is a cutthroat sport. The fact that he's getting away with it, this is why you say, bro, you know what the season's going to provide.
But that's why Jim had to draw for the shank blood.
Yeah, no, of course. But I'm saying it's literally one of the two, innit? It's either we are going to challenge for top 4, it could be a shit show or not. But there is no way in hell that this United team should not be challenging
but you know what it is,
top 4 or for Europa League or anything like that. The manager should be sacked from that. Simple.
But we have to. I think we'll talk about it with Musa. Yeah, like out of these next 6 games, yeah, there's obviously you got a possibility of 18 points right now. Start of December, how many points have we accumulated? Did we play? I'm sure we played Palace in December, right? So that's 3. So we've got 6 now. Is it 6 or 7? I'm not sure. When was the Palace game? Was that end of November? I think it might have been end of November. You know.
And bro, we only got over the line there because they gassed out.
Yeah. So Man United have got to make sure they get to around about 30 points. That's what we could. 30th. You now got to get it. So if you say that'll be the end of the half of the season, so that'll be 19 games in here. Have Man United got 31 points to get traditionally top 4? You need around about 65 to 70. You might need a little bit less this season, but that's what I'm saying. Can United get another 30 odd 35 points at the end of the next half of the season? But then again, this season the way it's going, I don't know. This might be the lowest point.
This will be the lowest season, I reckon. This will be the lowest season. I think you could probably win the league this year with 70 something, maybe.
70.
Yeah, I was about to say 80 points.
Yeah, I reckon you could win it with between 78 and 83 points. I think.
Yeah, because I don't think Man City are going to go on a 5 game winning run. I don't see that. No. You see what I'm trying to say? They're going to get stopped. They might get stopped against Crystal Palace.
Yeah. Their football's not sustainable.
Yeah,
it's far too easy to attack City.
But City are getting players back though.
Exactly.
They are, and they're using their squad better as well. Arsenal not using their squad as the way as City are doing.
I think Arsenal are using their squad, but there's certain players that, like Declan Rice, that needs a rest before he gets injured, and the manager's not going to rest him. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's one of them ones where I think Arsenal signed, I think, 8 players in the summer, but
a
they're
lot.
still heavily reliant on their core, innit? And they can't afford their core to get injured. And at the moment, 2 of their cores injured, the 2 centre backs, and they're dropping points as a result of it. So it tells you that the depth ain't really depthing at the moment, blood. You know what I mean? It's not.
Yeah. But the thing is, if you actually go and attack teams and go for it, I think this league is. I think what you're seeing right now is that a lot of teams are being more cautious. You're seeing a team like, bro, why? Like, go on the front foot. Like, you don't even have anything to lose this year, bro. Like, you're gonna get sacked maybe regardless anyway, Amrin.
Bro.
So go for it. Like, you're going for it, yeah, and actually playing a front foot style of play, not knowing that you played last year. Why are you now being a bit more hesitant? That's what I really want to know.
But how can you be cautious and still concede goals, bro? I don't know. It's like
Yeah,
going to
third
red
highest
light
goal
district.
scored. Third
Bro, it's
highest
like
goal
going red
scored.
light. Yeah, go on.
But third highest goal scored. But I think we are one of the highest in terms of conceded. We've conceded 5 more goals than Everton. You know, Everton.
Wow. This is what I'm saying. It's like,
Brother,
bro,
we're playing
going
a 5 at the
red light
back.
district. Gal is shy, but I've just paid, bro. You still gotta give it up, fam. You get what I'm saying, bro? So it's just like, bro, why be cautious and still concede goals? Just go on the front foot.
Yeah, go on the front
Knees
foot.
deep.
Yeah,
Knees deep. Real
Yeah.
talk. So yeah, man. I think we just know what we're gonna get this season. I think we are gonna get like beautiful moments. We're gonna have these frustrating Bruno moments. Then he made bag one from 30 yards, score a pen, win a game for us. Like it's gonna happen throughout the season constantly. It's gonna be up and down, a scattergraph, bruv, a pure scattergraph, man.
Is that Mount stat? Do you reckon that Mount stat is irrelevant? When Mount starts here, 16 points from 21. When he doesn't, 9 points from 24. Do you think that's a relevant stat, or do you think that's just more case of like, you know, because we've got a lot of draws in there as well when Mount's played as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Mount's been like, I think what's been good about Mount, or why I'm kind of satisfied with Mount in terms of how he's been playing. He's been a bit consistent, but I wouldn't say he's had the greatest games consistently. Other game, the most recent game was his best game. Like in terms of you balled that game, and I think it was even more second half as well. I feel like first half, maybe I don't remember him in the first half, so I feel like it was more second half. But cool, you did so well in the second half that cool. Like we give that game to you. But other than that, he's been okay. He's been decent. But he still ghosts though. But bro, like that's what I'm like. What are you? I'm gonna ask you a question. So what are we gonna know all of the flipping Ruben inners and stuff? What are they gonna say? Like Mount's an example of a player that Ruben's got something out of. Like Ruben's improved Mount. Ruben's
Mason Mount played the same exact position when he won the Champions League, bro.
But also, he ain't improved Mount. I'm not trying to hear none of that, bro. Mason Mount, this
devil's
system,
advocate.
This system, just it allows Mason Mount to be Mason Mount for the simple fact that he's not good enough to be a single pivot 10 because he's not impactful enough. Do you know what I'm saying? But in a double, like he can just do his thing. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is, bro. Like, and the thing is, I usually like number 10s like that, but it just depends on how they play. Like I used to like Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard was very similar, except Jesse was way more tidy on the ball. Like Jesse just had Jesse had the cuteness with the dribble and the little give and goes. I think Mason Mount tries to do that, but he's not technically he's not Jesse in it. Do you know what I'm saying? He strikes the ball maybe a bit better than Jesse, but Jesse's press resistance and the way he receives the ball and glides with it was just different in it. And them kind of players they're an absolute nuisance to play against, if the team can keep possession, because the third man runs that these men can make and the space that they can find with their energy, if you've got the right team, these men can be dangerous, bro. But we don't keep possession in the opponent's half long enough to even get the best out of players like this. I'll be honest.
These are the players that, you call busy. The busy ballers.
In transition, look at the goal we scored against. Was it Arsenal with Lingard, Lukaku and Martial?
Yeah. I do
the FA Cup game away. The FA Cup game away. Yes.
That kind of running, bro.
But this is the two dynamics. I think Mason Mount can suit a transition team as well.
Yeah.
But this is where I get very frustrated with the manager where there's certain games we can bring up the Everton game again, the Spurs game when you go 1-0 up. There's no way you should be playing for the 1-0. You've gone 1-0 up very early. Why on earth are you going to play for a 1-0? I think everyone knows foreign leagues, overseas, even in South America, in the Premier League, the reason why we call it the best league in the world is because it's the most competitive.
Yeah.
The smallest team will give you a run for your money.
Not the best quality, but the most competitive.
Yeah,
exactly. So again, going back to that word caution at 1-0 is what throws me off, because we've got players to even play in a transition. I want to go and kill off teams, man. I just want to go and enjoy watching United, you know? And it's tough, bro. When you got so many centre halves, you're seeing the changes, bro. Why am I seeing Lisandro warming up in that, bro? Why is Lisandro coming on to play in a game where he don't need to play? Like, Aiden, all of these, like, they're playing well, bro. I don't want to see these guys warming up.
Bro, the manager's got these preloaded substitutions every game. Like, it's like, bro, like, I'm tired, of telling the Mandem in the watch-alongs what the subs are gonna be, bro. Like, man knows exactly what they're gonna be, bro. Like, it's before, as soon as you see the lineup, you can think of the subs.
Yeah.
Straight away. As soon as you see the lineup, you're like, all right, cool. He's gonna come over him. He's gonna come over him. He's gonna come on. Then he's gonna get moved to here. Then he's gonna. It's like, come on.
The massive red flag with Amorim is clearly with youngsters, and in the academy right now that United have, we've got a few good prospects coming through. We're talking about.
Yo, Mama might leave, you know, man. JJ Gabriel.
JJ Gabriel, and of course he
Barca won him, innit?
Yeah. No, but of course he will leave, because look what Barca are doing with 18-year-olds. They just won the Liga last season. Yeah. Champions League, they showed their pedigree last season. So it will be no surprise if they hit the final stages this year as well. Again, with young players. With Amorim, we don't even play the same system down in the academies. How on earth are these youngsters meant to adapt to whatever bullshit he sets out every weekend? And the thing is, with a player like a JJ Gabriel, he's one of them. He don't want to run for anyone else. But I'll tell you something. He's probably going to be one of them, man. You give him the ball and he will probably make everything happen for you. Do you know what I mean? These are the type of players that can take pressure off you. Run down the wing, win a few free kicks, boom. 30 seconds, minute rest. For these athletes, that feels like God knows how much time. You know what I mean? So
yeah. But I don't think
you're going to let these players go and then they're not going to thrive. Come on, Jim Thwaites, is like nearly equivalent to having a Cobby. Someone who's not mobile, someone who doesn't run, someone who relies to have the ball at their
He's
feet.
good, you know, man. I watched him, you know. He's good.
He's pinging, surgical passes like he's in a theater, bro.
Yeah.
Surgical passes like he's in a theater, bro. He's like, I'm talking when it's effortless, you know you've got a ball on your hands. The kid is about 15, 16. 60-yard diags. Already, I want to see him in first team training. I want to see him getting about. If Barca, City, any of these teams have this
he'd be involved.
He'd be involved.
But they're not going to be in the mix. This guy clearly has a bad build of rapport with young people. And it's so funny that you're a young manager and you can't get on with young players.
It's the pressure, though, isn't it?
It's what baffles me. Because it's like, say, for example, if you're a support worker or a care assistant or whatever, and you're looking after a young person or a child, 9 times out of 10, it's the 20-year-olds to 30-year-olds who get on well with the young person. So how on earth do we have a 40-year-old manager that can't get on with teenagers, 21s, 22, 23-year-olds? He should know their best interest at heart. The man management should be the easy part.
But what he said in the press conference was, he said he's got a lot of international players that are on the bench and he feels bad for them.
Yeah, so but that doesn't mean anything.
I know. It
don't mean nothing. You play the guy that's the best fit for the position. It doesn't matter about international experience or any of these. It doesn't matter.
Look
at Lewandowski. Is Lewandowski starting for Barca week in, week out?
Nope.
No, it's not. It's not.
They got man like Ferran Torres.
He feels like he's going to lose that respect from them, rather than the kids like Kobe Mainu. He's gonna be like, yo, bro, Kobe Mainu, real talk.
Yeah,
though,
but if he was winning games, they couldn't question him.
Yeah, they couldn't. Yeah, I know.
But
They couldn't.
if he even thinks like that, you're just not built to be the manager, bro. Why
No.
would you think? You see, when you're the boss, yeah, you can't fear what anyone thinks or says to you. No
I agree.
chance in hell, because you run the show, you run the gaff. What you say goes, regardless if you like him or not. Whatever Amarin says goes, right?
I agree.
If he's scared about what Casemiro, Harry Maguire, the seniors, De Ligt's 26, but he's seen as one of the seniors just due to how he got into the game, etc. Bro, former Ajax captain. And it's like, why are you scared of what Bruno, Dallo, and what these guys are going to say? At the end of the day, if it works for you and you're getting the 3 points, you're entertaining the fans and the fans are backing you, that's what matters most, because players get recycled. This is football. Like, maximum at top clubs, you probably last about 3-4 years at top clubs at your best anyways. Like, the average person, no one lasts at a big club for God knows how long. You've seen it with the Liverpools, the Cities, all these teams that's been winning. They've been winning with different squads. Yeah, they may have a core, but they win with different squads. So again, like, it's just not built to be a manager. And I try my best to look for the positives. Hands on heart, I try my best to look for the positives, but I just generally don't see any, man.
Yeah.
You know what it is with this manager? I think the manager doesn't understand footballers. You know them ones. Like the manager's biggest problem, forget the system. He doesn't understand footballers. And this is the issue. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's very evident that his man management is terrible. The way that he's dealt with Kobe, the way he's dealt with Lenny Euro, do you know what I mean? The way that he's dealt with Zirkzee. When you look at how he's dealt with these players, because there's a way, of selecting teams without almost alienating players and disrespecting players.
I agree.
There's ways of doing it, bro. Like giving Kobe 5 minutes and subbing man on in injury time and them things there. That's the quickest way to lose a player. You don't do that. Do you know what I'm saying? Better off not even using them. Subbing someone off in injury time to waste time is crazy, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So when you look at how he's done it, the way when he subbed off Zirkzee after 30 minutes against Newcastle, he lost my respect, because I thought, bro, like, who even does that? Wait till half time at this point. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it shows me that you don't have control over your emotions. And as a leader, you cannot afford to be emotional, bro. You can't afford to be emotional.
Do you think, he's at that point where he's just at like this realization that I've just got to win no matter what? And you got to remember, at Man United,
I don't think so, because he would have changed the system by now if that was the point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It don't really.
I was about to say, imagine in tournament football, now we're playing the FA Cup, for example, and it's the last dying minutes or whatever. You know this man.
I know you're gonna say,
bro. You know
we've already seen him in the final, Zeno, bruv.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know this man
Europa League.
5 defenders against Spurs.
Say, for example, we go 1-0 up, and he makes his defensive substitutions. Your Brunos, your Sescos, Mason Mounts, legs gone. Extra time now. Now it's penalties. What happens then? Do my centre backs take the pens first? Like, this is what I mean by the man. He's so robotic. You actually make me scared of anticipating situations that are far way down into the season. We still haven't even kicked off in the FA Cup. But you make me scared to even play tournament football just due to how your system is. Now, the next 3 games, I think, is the ideal test, because at this specific moment in time, the competitors that we are up against are your Villas, Bournemouths, and there's another game. That's the 3rd game as well. Hold on. Newcastle before Wolves. Yeah. If he doesn't get at least 6 points for me, so 2 wins out of the 3.
Yeah, 6 out of 9.
That shows you he's not finishing top 4, because he can't beat the people around him. If he can't beat the people around him, we ain't finishing top 4, bro. It's as simple as
Yeah,
that.
we have to get maximum points out of these next games, bro. It has to be, because I feel like we need to create that gap now between it. It's too congested, bro. This is what I don't really like about the league right now. Like, I think from 4th until Liverpool, I think it's like 4 points, something like that. It's mad. It's crazy, bro. The amount of points there is. That's why now Bournemouth, at least Bournemouth, has got to be the win. Villa, I can understand, if we lose, because Villa are a good team in it, and obviously we want to be there and win, but you've got to win. Not only you've got to win your home games, Newcastle and Bournemouth, win your home games. That's where I think the problem lies now, though. We're not even winning our home games now, and that is crucial. I don't know what it is. Is it a case of now that when we play football, we've already got one certain way of playing, and now, we don't see them gaps that we see against Wolves? Or is it a case of people say, oh, but the players haven't turned up? Like Cunha hasn't turned up and Boomer hasn't turned up. So therefore, them players don't turn up. Specifically, United don't end up winning the game. So you heavily rely on them players to bail you out. I think you're on mute, Rhino.
Now, Saeed, that's it. That's exactly it. That's all that's going to happen. Or a random Maguire header last minute or something.
Yeah.
Those are the only things that's going to help us, man, if we capitalize on how bad teams are. And that's it, man. We can't, Saeed, trust me.
We can't even do that, though, Rhino. We can't do that at home, Rhino.
Yeah. There's
Within
no security.
8 minutes, Everton went down to 10 men.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And then Ruben hammering. Next week will be the same again. Conceding at the Stretford end. The place is upside down. Ruben hammering. I'm telling you, this guy, bro, how can you have all the ammunition in the world and everything's on safety? Every single Glock is on safety. 1-0 up. Just go for the kill. Safety, until you get hit.
Yeah. Let's speak on Cunha, Mandem. Obviously, there's this feeling that, you know what, he's not doing well. Only got 1 goal. I'm not gonna lie. For me, obviously, there's a lot of things within the team that are imbalanced. But do you think he's someone who can be a patient footballer? Is it someone that we just have to kind of almost expect that he's gonna be on the front foot? He's gonna be wanting to do things. He's gonna want to try things. So everything can be a little bit erratic. But then again, I'm not gonna lie to you. Second half, I watched the game back. There's a few nice little flicks and that. Again, it's Wolves, in it, but he can do that. But when it doesn't come off, he's basically like a Bruno up front. You know what I mean? So then you have one in midfield. You have one in midfield, and you have one in up front. But Bruno, at least with Cunha, though, you can drive with the ball. There's a bit more qualities in that from Cunha, innit? You feel me? But have we almost got to expect this from Cunha? Is this is his game? Like, and we have to.
Yes. Do you know why it's his game? Earlier in the season, I said he's one of them dribblers that relies on ricochet sometimes. He can go into traffic and still come out the other end. No biggie.
Yeah.
He's one of those.
Like Suarez, blood. Them man got their
Suarez, I was going to say.
Head down.
Yeah.
Shin pads everywhere.
Yeah.
Toes, limbs, arms everywhere.
Yeah.
But they will go through that traffic, bro. Potential little cheeky whoopsie. This is all real, no PPLs, bro. And it's gonna be frustrating because that's how he's played. We've seen it the first time Cunha stepped into this league against us and we beat them 1-0. We didn't deserve to win that game. He was doing it against us. It was just run through the traffic, come out the other end, and he's got composure at the end of the finishes, innit? Like, he was unlucky against Wolves because he had, I think 2 cleared off the line or something. So it's going to be frustrating, but if he bagged against Wolves, if one of those weren't cleared off the line, then we may not be having this conversation, innit? So it's just like fine margins. It's just hard to have 2 of them in your squad, innit? Bruno and Cunha.
That's what I'm saying.
Because they're both frustrating. Like, Bruno done one of his things again. He done it again. It was like early 15 minutes. Back to play. Bro, I don't know what tsunami hit him. But he's gone to just hit it first time on the swivel and he's dropped over. He just fell over under no pressure. He didn't check the shoulders. He was under no pressure. But again, I think he started to realize, bro, no one's going to press me today. This is shocking.
No, 100%.
Now I can buzz about the pitch, and he started to be dynamic, picking up the ball off the left, off the right, looking for opportunities. He was putting some good balls in, And yeah, I mean that assist to.
But ain't this
to Mason
Bruno
Mount,
though as well? Is
poetry.
erratic, clumsy, but he's capable of producing
Yeah.
something good.
Yeah, that's
you
him.
know, is
That's him.
yeah. But do you
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
it is,
yeah.
guys? They're both erratic, but they both kind of are good in different ways. Like Bruno, in a sense, you can talk about more his finishing and striking the ball, whereas Cunha is more ball carrying. So they're both erratic, but the good things you get out of them are two different things. So it's weird, but we never play to complement our players. Because if we can play to keep two players around Cunha all the time, where he can keep being scatty, but he's always got an option, we'll be all right. Touch and goes. Because he will progress the ball for us, but we need another two people always with him. And for me, yeah, Cunha's frustrated, man. I don't think he's done as good as people say he has, but I'm not mad at him for it because
So he's been left out to dry a
Mbumo's
bit.
not as
though,
great
man.
as we still
He's been playing around
expect
several
more from
positions as
Mbumo.
well.
Exactly. He's been
Yeah,
left out
yeah.
to dry, bro.
Yeah.
He's been left
Yeah,
out to dry.
facts.
That's
Yeah.
the thing, innit? Like when you kind of look at your Cunhas again, bro, these players, as long as you build around them, as you said, Rhino, yeah, they can go and do what they want. And these players can go and win the games. As much as frustrating as Bruno is, bro, you build a wall behind him, bro. This man, he's confident enough to pop shots from here, try whip a ball from there, etc., etc. I like to call their playing style like unauthorized ADHD. Like, does that make sense? It's just unauthorized ADHD because sometimes, honestly, bro, I could just be watching a game, sipping a little Red Bull. The ball's coming to Bruno. You think he's just probably going to play a bounce pass, or he may turn out, play it wide. And just out of nowhere, boom! Time ticking bomb. And you're like, Bruno, why? Honestly, I can't be the only one who looks at the screen and goes, Bruno, why?
Bruno, why?
Bruno, why?
Bruno,
What is
why?
the unauthorized ADHD? But when he simplifies his game, when he takes his meds, he could turn pixels into poetry. Bruno. They said he goes left, he goes right. Bro, this is what I'm saying. It's a lie. It's a scam. He's 419 in Portugal. 419 in Portugal. It's a lie. He goes left, he goes right. He makes defenders look like he can dribble.
You can't, bro. But this is the thing, though. Man. The thing is with the Bruno situation,
no saliva in his mouth, no dribble, bro.
The Bruno situation, like man said, it's like the Wirtz and Musiala situation for Germany, bro. Like Nagelsmann realized he had to drop one. You know what I mean? Like Cunha is supposed to be our Cantona kind of player. That is the player that everything's supposed to go through. You can't have Bruno. You can't have our attack going through Bruno because it does. Because the manager allows Bruno to be the main facilitator in the team. So you can't have Bruno and Cunha both trying to be the main guy, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what happened with Wirtz and Musiala. They were almost playing tug of war for who was going to be the main creative outlet for Germany. And in the end, they both nullified each other. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's one of them ones where you just can't have that. You'd be better off having a progressive midfielder, someone that can progress the ball, like a Wharton or something like that. And having Bruno or Cunha in the 10.
Yes.
One of them.
Not
both of them.
I agree.
You can't have them, man. You can't have a player like Bruno running the team, you know? Look, if you was to calculate this, what's runs equivalent to? Diarrhea. It stinks. It smells. It's awful. Something you don't want. But you see, when you do have it, sometimes when you go to the toilet, it feels good. That's Bruno, blood.
You have to get out the system.
Get out of the system.
Get it out, bro. So if you can build around
what did he say? What did Tech say?
If you can build around
you'll
be all right, bro. You'll be all right. It was just a little calculation for Bruno. Like, obviously, the squad runs through him. What does runs, obviously, you know, kind of compare to? And you'll think about diarrhea. Diarrhea now, obviously, it stinks. It smells. It's awful. You don't want that. It's painful, blood. It's a shameful sight as well, bro. It's not nice on the eye. However, you see, sometimes when you go to the loo, it feels great sometimes, bro. It does. And I've had some great Bruno moments. I've had some great runs, bro. Do you understand? I remember the half volley against Brighton on the break, running like thunder downhill. the connection's so sweet, you would have thought you turned it into back shots, bro. You get what I'm saying?
That's
All real
true,
no
man.
BBLs. I love Bruno running off the centre halves.
Yeah.
Bruno,
That Bruno's
the Bruno
effective.
against Leeds that was running off Pogba passes. That's the best Bruno.
That's
don't
the only
wanna be-
Bruno I want to see, blood. Or I don't want to see him at
Exactly.
all, blood. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
No,
Bro,
but man, them,
imagine
don't
this
worry,
guy is the
guys.
orchestra.
They say we all hate Bruno so much and we're not fair. But they will not. They
No.
won't listen to this part of the chat.
Yeah.
They
No.
will ignore this part of the chat. So, but go on, carry on.
Yeah, I agree.
Go on, Sam.
Yeah,
I
Bruno.
agree.
Honestly, that's what I'm saying. I've never I don't even get onto Bruno as much because I just know what it is. I know what his limitations are. I know what he's good at. What he's good at, and at the same time, I know we're not playing him in his best position anyway. So
Yeah, but
that's
you know
why I
what the
never
worst
complain
part
about
about the
him.
Bruno situation is, yeah? If you play Bruno in the 10, yeah, Bruno can't make those runs because he can't do the Mason Mount thing. He ain't got no half turn in his locker. This is the problem.
Yeah,
when you
his
play
half
Bruno
turns
ahead of the
awful.
play, yeah,
Oh.
you have to bypass him. You can't play through him because when you play it into his feet, you don't have a half turn, drop your shoulder, go past someone, get your head up. He
Yeah.
doesn't have that, bro. Like he has to play the way he's facing, or he'll turn into traffic and get tackled. This is the problem. This is why I believe that he's better behind the ball than in front of the ball, which is why he's not a 10 for me. He's more of an 8 because he can't receive the ball in traffic. If you can't receive the ball in traffic, you are not a number 10, bro.
No, facts. That is facts. And the only time it worked well for him when he played in the 10 receiving the ball in traffic, he actually had players he could play off. So your Pogbas, your Matages, and Juan Mata, Jesse Lingard. People don't realize these sort of bounce mirror passes, they help players like Bruno a lot because then he doesn't have to dribble. It's pass and move from me to you. All real no BBLs. And in that happening, you move up the pitch quicker. You're tiring opposition. You're pulling them out of positions, etc., etc. And you're creating opportunities. If you can build a team around these players, it will work. But I'm at the stage where because Bruno is 30, 31 years of age.
31, yeah.
He's been there, 6, nearly 7 years now. I'm at the stage where we're at, all right, cool. Is it working out? Can we go and get the next best thing? We do have number 10s at the club who are 4 or 5 years younger, maybe even 6, 7 years younger. Let's go build around these players. This is why I went back to that Ruud van Nistelrooy analogy, because everyone's quick to say, oh, look at the players that you've got, blah, 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 blah. We lost Roy Keane as well. Do you know what I mean? And these were 2 bad circumstances. So you would have thought the club would just go abrupt. We haven't won Prem in 4 years. Do you know what I mean? So it was like these players actually took responsibilities. Your Cristianos, your Rooneys. These players were raw. I don't care what anyone wants to tell me. At that time, these players were raw. They never really won a league by themselves.
Yeah, and Nani as well. They were all young, bro. Like we lost Keane and Van Nistelrooy and won the Champions League.
Yeah.
In 08, 2 years after. So we're talking 2 years after. Come on, guys. So, and even where we was finishing in Europe for the next 4 or 5 years, United were probably the best team in Europe in that whole time. If we look at it.
We made 3 finals in 4 years or something like that.
Yeah. So right up to 2011, right up to, so we will say about 5 to 6 years. 5 to 6 years, we dominated football in itself. And a lot of the time, the heartbeat of the squad weren't always Paul Scholes and Michael Carrick. We're seeing Andersons, Leverleys and that come about. And all. So it's like Owen Hargreaves. And Owen Hargreaves, again, very injury prone, but he was versatile. The man could play off the right. And he was quality. And he was versatile again. He could play off the right, which accommodated for Cristiano Ronaldo, floating in the middle, flirting with physics, doing his thing. Reason why we saw the iconic little clip in the corner. You get it? Mr. Cristiano, buy 1 step over, get 5 free. And I'm telling you, Arsenal them times, they bought them all. They bought them all. We bullied them in the league. We bullied them in the Champions League. Bro, they weren't catching that counter attack. We were the best thing to watch. And we didn't play the most entertaining football. It was just
it wasn't
real. It was
attacking though. Not every
energizing, bro.
Yeah. Not every attacking football is entertaining, guys. But it's effective. It's on the front foot. It's fast. It's counter-attacking. It's, You know what I mean, bro? But it's whoa,
yeah.
it gets into your seat, and that's why Paul Scholes, we were talking about it on Ransom Show before. Paul Scholes and them, man, don't like this, man. There's people that will obviously be on the thingy, hence why they're with the football club. Paul Scholes and them, man, you see when they're writing articles about the legends saying, oh, they always chatting shit about the club and and yeah, because they know that this ain't right, bro.
But this is why I said to you, Saeed, and people getting on to me, Ange Postecoglou, yeah, plays Man United football, blood. He just don't have the players, bro. He's he's an attacking manager, and he don't give a fuck. Man just wants to attack, bro. You know what I'm saying? And his football is very, very similar to Hansi Flick's football. And Hansi Flick is all out attack. I don't give a fuck, bro. That's why against Chelsea, they had 10 men and they were still attacking, bro. He brought on Rashford with 10 men. He said, fuck this, we're going to win the game. That's Man United to me, bro. Like, you can't tell me that Tottenham, man, would rather lose, the way that they're playing under Frank than lose the way they're playing with Ange. They were losing 4-3 with Ange.
Yeah. But that's why they wanted Thomas Frank out straight away, because they were like, we're not losing. This is the thing, though. You'd rather lose.
There's ways to lose.
Yeah, there's ways to lose, basically.
There's ways to lose. Yeah.
And that's why they wanted Thomas Frank out so soon. Well, I'm not saying all the fans, but there was a large part of the family said, yo, get him gone. Because they were like, 0.07 XG. And you're losing games. Get out of it. I'd rather play that attacking football that Ange is playing, lose the game, but it's entertaining at least.
Ange had Brennan Johnson scoring goals, and man are trying to tell me that he's not a good coach. Brennan Johnson. When you're creating chances for Brennan Johnson to score goals, I will always give you a chance, bro, with better players. Always. That guy don't score
what he's
goals,
saying
bro.
is so mad, but it's so true. By
the way, we're not asking for Ange to be Manager United manager, because that's what's going to be the headline now.
No, but stylistically, he's a Man United manager, bro. Like, he is. The way that his teams play, the way he wants his team to play, and also the way that he deals with the press and everything about him is very much, the kind of manager that man should have been looking at, bro. That's the reality.
You're right.
Bro.
Yeah. Because remember the game. Exactly. Remember the game. I shout out Rio. Remember when Craig Bellamy burnt your ass?
Bro, left him for dead.
And 3-3. 3-3. Stoppage time. And Fergie threw the whole house, the kitchen sink at City. Yeah. And who goes to finish the chance and has one of the most iconic United moments, and he's not a United legend, nowhere near even a cult hero for me, Michael Owen. Why Liverpool fans hate him? Do you know what I mean? And it was that final composure from Ryan Giggs that people forget, the touch, the pass.
The finish from Owen was crazy, though.
Bro, the touch, the toe punt. See them man's big toe there. I know it goes home, bare bruises, man. Bare bruises.
Yeah. Check this video, man. This is what Fergie used to say. Look, we've got a completely different manager. Watch this.
In the last 15 minutes, you can do what you like. I'm a gambler. Shove bodies up front. Take the gamble. And it didn't always work, but a lot of times it did. And the value when it does work is enormous. One, if you're in that dressing room after the game and we've scored in the last minute, the electricity is unbelievable. They're jumping on top of each other and the hand clap and the staff are going round. It's a fantastic place to be. The most important thing is those fans are walking out that stadium, desperate to get back down to the pub to talk about it, desperate to go home to tell their wife and their kids what happened at Old Trafford in the last minute of that game.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
You see what I mean? But we don't want to bring on the extra centre back that we have here, that we don't need here at home.
It's Saeed, it's all about application and intent. That's what it is. When you throw that energy in the game, everyone reciprocates it. If you go out scared, you're naturally going to make people scared.
Yeah, I agree.
Feel me? So that's how it is, bro. That's how it is.
You can't shit on Lenny Euro, man. Lenny Euro ain't a back three defender. But people will assume, but he's got extra protection. That means he should be better as a defender. Brother, the whole mechanics of a footballer when you're playing the back three, especially, it's almost like a right back, really. Let's be honest, but he's playing that wide.
Yeah, that's not a centre back, bro. In this system, the wide centre backs have to be right backs and left backs because you're covering the line, bro. Like centre backs don't want to be out there, bro. Like that's not where they're supposed to defend. He's like a Rafa Varane sweeper. You get someone to attack the ball. Lenny Euro cleans up and passes, and Lenny Euro is actually good on the ball, but the manager wants Lenny Euro to be a playmaker, bro. He's a fucking centre half, bro.
Yeah, man, it's nonsense.
And you
bro.
don't want to leave those type of centre halves like isolated like that. I think it was last season where we got a glimpse of what could happen to Lenny Euro when we played Southampton.
Yeah,
And he got dragged out in deep waters by what's his name, Sulemana or something.
Sulemana, bro. That one performance.
Sulemana, that's it. Yeah.
That clip.
Look what happened to Lenny Euro. Not Lenny Euro. Aiden Heaven. He got drawn out by
Heaven got ripped. The game before last game, Heaven got moved to, bro.
He got moved to. Listen, I actually rate Aiden Heaven. His passing ability is very, very good. But bro, man are going on like this system will exploit you because he wants to then chase. No, it's true. He wants to then chase the defender because he's thinking, I've got two people behind me. He got done. Callum Wilson's a pro. He knows what he's doing, innit? Just went, yo, come. And then basically gave you a yellow card in the first 10 minutes, bro. That there, bro, is not where he's meant to be. He's not a central centre-back, bro. He's literally got to be on the other side there. And he'd see that and be like, you know what? I don't need to do that. Let him come on to me. And because the centre-back's been told, yo, go and chase the ball. And that's what they've been doing, by the way. They go and chase it because they know they've got centre-backs behind them. And I'm like, come on, you can't do that, man.
Yeah, but we got Amarin making these man look like bozos, bro. Looking like Konate and them. I hate centre halves, who like struggle with concentration. It's the centre halves. You need to have that concentration as a keeper and a centre half. Concentration is key, and it's so blatant when you don't. Because you know when the ball goes over your head and you do the slow dopey man thing, mouth all open like you're catching flies.
Yeah.
Then you start chasing. That's called ball watching.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Amarin has these centre halves doing. And the reason why they're ball watching is because you have to remember the left and the right centre half have to push on and they isolate and leave one of the centre halves. Aiden Heaven has played in the middle for the last two games, I believe.
Yeah,
two.
So when the ball goes into the space over either the left centre half or the right centre half, he's obviously the first man chasing the ball, but his concentration.
He progressed the ball better though than Delict though. He does progress the ball better.
Concentration is a bit.
He was
slow.
a midfielder.
He's a bit reactive.
Yeah,
you can tell. You can tell. You can tell because he's more reactive than proactive. And if you're playing someone in the center, that's why Delict thrives there because he's proactive. He anticipates those passes going over his head or etc. So and he battles. He battles. He's a beast. Again, and that comes down to what? Profiling. The identity. He just doesn't have
this
it.
is the problem with this manager. That's why I said he doesn't understand footballers because he doesn't know how to profile players. If you don't know how to profile players as a manager, you're lost. Because at the end of the day, football is all about partnerships. It's always been about partnerships, bro. Like always. Like there's no one player that you speak about without another player. Like football doesn't work like that. You don't speak about Henry without Bergkamp. Like you know what I'm saying? You don't speak about York without Cole. When you think of Van Nistelrooy, you think of David Beckham. Like someone has to supply someone with something. You think of Neville and Beckham. You think of Keane and Scholes. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you don't think of one player just doing everything on their own. Football doesn't work like that. So when you think of Rio, you think of Vidic, bro. Like this is football. So I don't know why this manager is not looking for partnerships all over the pitch, bro. He's picking loads of profiles that don't complement each other. And then he wonders why the shit's not working, bro. Like he's picking 11 individuals in a team and he just expects it to automatically just gel, bro. Football doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
But even when he sees something gelling even a little bit, he changes the personnel again.
Yeah.
He changes the personnel again. So go on, sir.
Yeah, just looking forward to Bournemouth. I think this game might suit United the most, because I think Bournemouth will come out and play. And I think we might actually destroy. And I know, Rhino, you're going, I know.
Like, hell no.
Hell no. Now, hear me out. I think this is where my United might
Let's not reset, Saeed, please.
I know. But hear me out. They will look to play, and they're a very, very good footballing team. They will leave a lot of spaces, and United will exploit that. And this will be like a counter-attacking game. And Bumo and Cunha, this is where they will thrive the most. Because West Ham and Everton, they sat in their low blocks. And therefore, they didn't leave a lot of spaces. I think this could be the game where Man United actually do what they're meant to do. And
but on the flip side, Saeed, it means that they're going to attack us more, and we know we can't defend.
I know.
So we conceded against Wolves, my brother.
Who's the
That's
better
all I'm
attack?
saying.
You know what I mean? It's who's the better attack then? And
We're
you
going to
know,
have to defend more against Bournemouth than against
Semenyo.
Wolves.
Yeah. Dallo might get cooked. Is it Dallo's side or is it Muzz? I don't know whose side.
Bro, we can never hold off pressure though. That's our issue. You know?
Yeah.
We can never hold off pressure. We only got lucky against Liverpool when they were pressurizing us because they were hitting every other barn door apart from the back of the net. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on, bruv. Every team that's had a 10-minute spell have all scored not once, but maybe even twice, bro. As soon as they get going,
I know what you mean. We are very poor in terms of them periods of difficulties. We crumble. I don't know, but there's a stat here that says that in terms of the shots here, we haven't faced many shots here, but they've still managed to score in them critical moments. And them critical moments are when we win, we score, or we could something. This is the feeling, you get it. Like we go backwards. We then defend a lot. We then start to make mistakes. The manager keeps talking about 50-50s and all of that bullshit. Yeah, we're meant to be attacking. No, it's true. That's where we lose a lot of it, and that is if United go 2-0, have you noticed when we're 2-0 up, they start to play football all of a sudden. I'm like, hold on a minute, you need to play that from the start. So it all depends on whether Man United score a goal. If Man United score early, United might then start to play football. But if United then don't score first, then the United panic mode. We start doing long balls and and it's all ups and downs, man. But with this Bournemouth game, I genuinely believe Iraola will go out to play because that's how he knows, and that's what I rate about Iraola. Whether you like him or not, he will want to play his way. He won't do the old thing of let me go defensive now. Nah, he's gonna still play his way, bro. And that's why for me, I still will take Iraola as my United manager. People might not like it, but I do like his style. He's lost a lot of players. He's lost a lot of players, bro. You know what I mean? He doesn't really have a recognized goal scorer up front. He's having to rely on Semenyo, you know, and a certain other man coming and chipping with goals. So I
no
still
team really does, though. You know, like no team really does. Like I've seen City pack goals in this league without Haaland. I've seen Arsenal pack goals in the last 2 years with Kai Havertz and Mikel Merino up top.
Yeah,
like bro, you don't need a recognized striker. Chelsea have been scoring enough goals.
I'd argue that in the modern game, you're better off without one.
Yeah, maybe.
Exactly. It's just so it's more fluid. So it's more fluid.
Arsenal will tell you that. You know what I mean?
But bro, people think it's FIFA, man. I told you, man. People think it's FIFA. What's that app called again? FPL, Football League, Football Fantasy. Come on, bro. Men are playing a game that end with fantasy. You understand?
Yeah. No, I think for me, like Glasner's done an amazing job as well. Big up to Glasner as well. But I just don't want to. For me, I like Iraola, and I don't think he's a fraud just because he's lost a lot of players, and now they're actually listen, people realize here why are Bournemouth been put in these conversations for top 6? They're meant to be a top 10 to 15 club. Like they've overachieved, but now people are using it against them. He's overrated, brother. They're meant to be a team from 10 to 15, bro. Their recruitment has got a little bit better because they're buying these kind of guys and have sold them off. But they're not meant to be.
Because people don't understand football, Saeed. They say, oh, yeah, Bournemouth, they fell off. They didn't fall off, bro. They were in form, and then they weren't. And then they ended up where they were supposed to be.
Well, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no falling off, bro. Like, if they finish in the top half of the table, they've had a bloody good season.
Yeah. Very good season, man. But obviously now, teams are overachieving now, likes of Brighton and likes of these clubs. So therefore, they're in that conversation. So
no, but this is what people do. That's where football's gone in the last 5 years. It's like, all right, Brighton are doing well. They're going to be the next big thing. I go back to that Chris Wilder Sheffield United team. Every man thought that this team was going to start finishing like Europa League.
Yeah, I remember.
Overlapping centre halves. Like this guy's relevated the league. Look, get out of here. The guy was up for Premier League Manager of the Year.
Now, it's literally the top. Yeah.
If people think that these teams will kick on, no, I think this is football, and happens year in, year out. Throughout my whole lifetime, I've seen Boltons do well. I've seen Swanseas do well. I've seen Newcastles do well. I've seen the Sunderlands do well. Spurs were nobody. I've seen Everton. All these teams go through their spells. That's why they
agree.
are below where we are, because these are the
I
same
agree.
teams that could get relegated. Your Leeds, your West Hams, these are teams that get relegated. Your Newcastles, these men have been in the championship in the last 20 years or so. So
I agree.
let's not look at other teams, especially United fans. Let's not look at other teams, start holding high expectations for them. Your Bournemouths, all of the no. These guys, as Rand said, are where they're meant to be. They may have good managers or a good set of players. One team may have a maverick that's carrying them through. The other may have a manager who's a tactical genius. Do you know what I mean? Let's focus on ourselves. Do we have good players? Yes. Do we have a tactical genius at the helm? No. And this is going to be an up and down season. But again, let's try and enjoy the journey. We are football fans. Let's try our best.
Enjoy the journey, man. Enjoy the
But
atmosphere.
there's nothing wrong with us speaking up about things that we've just seen and things that are wrong. We are football fans.
Football
It's an
fans.
opinionated thing. Some people have high expectations. Some people are strict. Some people ain't. But that is life. That is sport, innit? And if people can't take that and people want you to just enjoy the journey, enjoy the show,
Enjoy the journey.
happy to be there, then mate, go watch tennis.
Yeah, facts. Let me get these super chats, Mandem. Big up to my guy Abdaziz. He's a member for 7 months. Big up to you, bro. Amran is allergic to prosperity, always sabotaging the team's success. I agree. Just lack of key decision making, man, and dropping people. You can't do that, man. So yeah, big up to you, Abdaziz. Our players are uncomfortable passing the ball, not because they're bad, but because the system is failing. The players are so isolated when we have the ball. Facts. Big up my guy Adam Fahim says we don't have a plan B and look at the state of plan A. Big up my guy Adam. For those back in Ineos and Glazers, what's the reason? I'm genuinely curious. Amr is a bomb, no doubt, but who actually decides to keep him in charge? Hit the like sub. Big up everyone. Tech Zeno making me laugh today. Yo, big up my guy Tech Zeno, man. He's cold at what he does, man. Make sure you follow people. Zirkzee should start Mount on the left. Cunha dropped. That's actually a thing, you know. I would drop Cunha and keep Mount in the team, but it depends on. I think he's gonna go with Cunha up front, Mount on the left, and then a Boom on the right. But going forward, he's gonna have to mix it up now because boy, this could be. By the way, we don't even know guaranteed if Mbumo and Ahmad are playing on Monday. It's not been confirmed, but it should be Monday. Should be their last game, so we need to win before they go. Simple as that.
The Cunha up front thing is dead, bro, because you lose his ball carrying ability when you play him there. You know
exactly.
When you play him back to goal, like you literally kill one of his superpowers, bro. Like Cunha needs to receive the ball from deeper and drive forward, and that's how he also opens up space for other players as well, bro, because he draws players towards him. When you play him with his back to goal, it just, bro, you nullify that.
Yeah, but he starts starving up there. And what happens to a homeless man when they're starving? They go searching for food. So he bro, real talk. See, he drops deep, and he's going to the homeless shelters, the centre halves. He's going to the homeless shelters and he's going to the centre halves. Yeah. He's picking up the ball. Yeah. And bro, he's eating cheap food because now he's got to start again. He's got to start again. He's not receiving the ball in the areas that he wants. I think if he's in the pocket and he can drive 30, 40 yards up the pitch, that doesn't just help him. It helps us, you know, get at least 30, 40 yards up the pitch. Now, I think our pressing is a massive issue, guys, you know. I think our pressing is a massive issue. Again, it's more reactive than proactive. I watched Barca play yesterday, and they're pressing from the front.
It's ridiculous.
It is relentless. We know, obviously, the back four play basically where the opposition's 18-yard boxes, so it allows them to press so high. But that is the system working to the best of its ability.
That's why I rate Hansi Flick, man. You get me? You can say what you want about Hansi Flick, but I rate him, man. You get me? And look where they are now, 4 points clear of the table. Apparently, Xabi Alonso was going to do something. You know what I mean? Apparently, Hansi Flick needed to go. Crazy, man. But people, we're going to wrap up here.
Important, man. Pressing's important because I feel like when you see someone like Bruno pressing and you're thinking, okay, cool, Bruno might have pressed at the right time, but no one's going with him. No one wants to press with each other when at United. It's weird, man. I think the whole thing's just confused. Smash that. We're cooked.
Yeah, but it shows you that shows you that the manager's not coached the pressing correctly because there's meant to be pressing triggers, and the whole point of pressing is you're supposed to be forcing players to to pass into certain positions where you have superiority, bro.
Yeah.
Like you don't just run at somebody like aimlessly, bro. And that's how Bruno presses. He doesn't even cut off a passing lane. So it's like, bro, that's not pressing, bro.
Yeah, he's not the only one. I think the entire squad do it, and I think they're just pressing for pressing's sake. Just so
it's energy in it. It's the intensity the manager talks about. Running for running's sake, bro. You're supposed to be setting traps. That's the whole point of a press.
Yeah,
Rashi's trying to do it in Boston. He's not getting away with it though. Not getting away with it. And my boy Rashi.
Yeah.
He's not getting away with it, man.
Make sure you lot follow everybody's channels, man. Rants and Bants. Make sure you follow him on YouTube. Text Zeno on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Get his following up. Obviously, Rhino as well, MGTV, man. Big up the man. It's been a good quality Mandem talk today, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can different. Yeah, man, something different, man. It's not always shouting and screaming, man. We can chop it up and talk football, man. So, yeah, man, appreciate you lot. If you could hit the like button on your way out, man. Let's get these likes up. We've had, nearly 1,700 in here. We've only got 600 likes. You man are doing a madness out here, man. So, yeah, man, big up to everyone.
Pay your rent, man.
Pay your rent, man. Pay your rent. Yeah, man. I'm going to be live soon for the Champions League and whatnot later on. And, yeah, man, people, we'll be back next week. Hopefully after we win against Bournemouth, man. We have to win. Must win game, man, against Bournemouth, man, people. I know Rhino's smiling, but it's must win because, boy, ain't no car park nonsense at Bournemouth game. I tell you that, man. We're out. Peace.